How to bedlog the right way. If you've ever spent enough time playing Star Citizen, you may have tried to bedlog in the past, with varying results. Few things are as cozy as having the ability to use a bed in a game. Today, I'm going to show you some best practices to ensure you have a higher success rate at bedlogging. Bedlogging in space. One of the things I love about Star Citizen is that you don't just spawn into the cockpit of your ship and just fly around. There is a lot more player involvement, which I, like many others, enjoy. From walking around on planets, interacting with the locals, or simply walking around your ship and using your bed to log out in. So it's no surprise that I love being able to use my ship inside and out, and bedlogging is no exception. There are some rules that you have to follow though. 1. Make sure you are no longer in the gravity well of a planet or moon. If you are, you might wake to find yourself plummeting to your demise. And 2. In my experience, parking and bedlogging near an orbital station usually did not fare well for myself or my ship. If you follow just those 2 rules, you'll find yourself having a much higher chance of success. Of course, there is no escaping the wrath of an unruly server. It could happen that upon waking, you find yourself in the middle of the star system of Stanton, without a ship. And if you didn't happen to be wearing a spacesuit at a time, a slow and agonizing death. Bedlogging planet or moon side. But what if you find yourself on a planet or moon and could not bother going back into space? What if you'd like to just wake up and engage in terrestrial activities right away without the journey there upon logging in? Then bedlogging on the surface is just for you. Like with the previous rules, you for sure do not want to do the wrong thing, server willing. So rule number 1 is to always leave your engines on. What has occurred to me on many occasions is that your character and your ship will load in first, before the planet or moon does, especially if you find yourself on a slow server. Keeping your engines on ensures that even if your ship loads in first, it will hover in place before the ground loads in. And as an added bonus benefit to leaving your engines engaged is that you'll hover anyway because ships do not keep their landing gear state in the server when loading in. Their default is with the landing gear raised, although I rarely have issues with bedlogging at outposts, such as mining and research outposts. I have found it a matter of responsibility and politeness to not log out while on the pads of the outpost themselves, as with the landing pads on an orbital station. All too often, I've witnessed a Hercules suddenly appearing at an outpost because someone had logged in, yet because another citizen was parked there at the time, the 2 ships would merge their respective wire meshes and usually cause one or both to explode in glorious fireworks and form an entanglement. So that was rule 2. Other than that, the rest is up to your lucky stars and that the server gods have you in their favor. That's all I have for today, folks. Alright, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, go ahead and hit like and subscribe so that way you can see more in the future. See you in the verse, citizen.